Let me just start my timer right now. 15 minutes to go. Okay, so if you can see my screen here at the bottom right corner, I have the agenda of today's topic. We will have why do we need versions, how many types of version inside Sitecore, and how to create versions and Q&A sections. And to start today, I'm going to talk a little bit about versioning. So versioning, so personally, I believe that it's a very, very essential tool that we need to use as the content author. So firstly is it's because we have so many pages inside our website, and we do need a single source of truth um, and I can, for example, like we have a page here named about habitat. So this is about page on, I believe it's had, uh, is it on any website, right? And then we will have this page is a source of truth, and then we will just keep creating version of it, and we just keep evolving and our content. So that's the first point of today. And the second one is versioning is very good for traceability. It's for any content author, for any content manager to actually track down whatever change that the any content author made on a page, and on which date, and who made it, and what is the details of the changes. We can actually track it down just by using versioning. And the last point is to stop wasting time when you want to find a page. So let's say, like we only have one about page on our website. We only have one, maybe uh, we maybe have like one policy security policy page on your website, but we want to have like multiple version because the regulation change every day. Security regulation change maybe every minute, and we have the about page, our company like involving from 10 to 20, like to 20,000 like employees. So we just keep changing the content, but we only need one page, one about page, or one policy page to actually like display our content. So those are the three points that I want to raise today. One single source of truth, traceabilities, and last one is stop wasting time to look for content. We have it centralized in one page, and that's the first bullet point I have here. The second one is how many types of versions. So inside core, it allow you to create version by content and a version by language. So what I mean here is, if you can see my screen, I will go to, there's a version tab on the ribbon, and you can see here is so here you will see that this about habitat page is only have one version by content, and this is the first type. And what does it mean? It means that this version will be, if you create a version, and you can change the content of any field here in the page, to like have another version of your page. Let's say you will have title, you have summary, and you have the body, and you have an image. You have an image field here, and you can just change the content, which is about habitat. I can change it to uh, so we are about our LinkedIn user. Just do a better one. Sitecore Dojo, okay? And let's say this is the first version, right? And then we can create another one mm, by clicking just add here, and it will create a second version. And you can see here there's a number. This is the indicator for the version of the page. You can also like click here to see uh, the history of all the version. It's last modified on April 7th, 2020 at 1:39 p.m. by this user, psychoadmin, which is me. So in the second one, in the second version, you can change it maybe to Sitecore LinkedIn user group saved. It will ask you to, okay, yes. Yep. So you will have two different versions. And this is the version, the version by content. And the second type is the version by language. So you can either see it from the version tab on the ribbon, or you can see it right here. There's on the top right corner. It will indicate the language that you are currently in, which is English. We have Japanese and then Danish. So let's say go to Japanese, and it will show you um, the Japanese version of it. And you can change it. Of course, I don't know Japanese, but I can just say, okay, dojo, save. Okay. And there's one very interesting like uh, things about how to use version between language and version by content is they are can be used like interchangeably. So you can have like Japanese version in language, but you can have maybe like three different version of it. So I can add one more version. So we have three different version for the Japanese language. So it also show you here, there's a total of like versions that you have in the current page. So as you can see, Danish, we can have one version, Japanese, we have three versions, and English, we have two versions. It's very flexible for any content author, and yep, and it's a very powerful tool. Okay. And okay, and we have two types of version, and as I just show you along the way, we can create a version by like use the version tab on the ribbon. This is where you will if you click the button, it will show you all the versions that you have in the current language in the current page. And you have the add button to add one more version, and you can remove the version too. So let's say I'm having three versions in Japanese, but I want to remove the last one because I were misclicked twice. So I just click remove, and if we ask you to confirm if you want to remove the version 3, you can click OK, and it will bring you back to the latest version, which is version 2. Beside that, if you click on this mini button, arrow right here, it will also give you the option to remove all versions. It helpful when you have like so many versions of one page and you just want to like maybe keep the last one. So just click that and then compare. This is also a tool it's a tool that out of the box from Sitecore to let you compare the content of all the fields inside one page. By you can choose a version from here. As you can see, I can choose compare version 2 and version 1. And if we show you all the content that you have in two different versions. Okay, so that's the first one. And the second thing is you can actually create more languages if you want to do it. And then you can add a version from here too. So this is a content editor. And what if we inside the experience editor, you can still do the same by going to the experience editor. Okay, from here, you will have the home. This is a ribbon, and it also have the version tab where is will show you right away the number of the version that you currently seeing on the screen. If it allow you to remove the version of the current version and all the versions, but you can add and compare from here. And then there's also a language button right here to allow you to jump between the language. Okay, so we have Dennis right here. And so version also, sometime as the content author, you will wonder, what if I want to change, maybe the headline of a teaser. Okay, let me just go back to the English version. Okay, so sometimes you're like, okay, today, you need to update the the description text of one teaser on the page. And to do that, I'm going to add some text here. I have some a dummy text generator right here. Just copy it. Okay, I'm going to add one more text at the summary field. This is version 2. Click Save. And then you wonder, like, is this new summary or this new description of this teaser is better than the other one? And how the end user will actually react to it, and is it actually more attractive or not? And we do have um, there's one tool here under the optimization tab. This is a page text tool, and here is allow you to create a text for the end user. And as you can see here, it lists out some information of your page, and you can click page to test against. You can click on the plus button, and then you select the version, the previous one. So which it does. So as you can see indicated here, right? This is the about page version 1, and the one you're showing right here is the about habitat page version 2. And you can just like go review the some of the configuration that we can make before the test start, and we can start a test. So what we just did is to create a test for Sitecore to run on your production, I mean on your live site. And then when the user go into your page, they will be like served with different version of the page. And depends on how you configure your test, it will currently I'm configured to have like 50-50. So that means like all for the for the amount of 100 user that visit your page, 50 user will see the version 1, and the other 50 user will see the version 2. And then you may have some goal, or you may have uh, some kind and some goal like assigned to the read more button, to see like how many user actually like click on that, and what is the conversion rate of that version. And of course, that cycle also checked out all the interaction between the user and the website to let you know that like how is the how the version is running, what is the performance of it, is it better than the version I had before. Of course, you can also see the test result right here, because when we create a test, Sitecore will like capturing all the data right here for you to just to see which version is better. So that is the application of the version. And yep, and that pretty much conclude the versioning topic today.